Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Miss Mini Penny. So I didn't film a video last week for a few different reasons. Firstly, my mum was at home. So normally she goes out on a Sunday to meet up with one of her friends, and she didn't last Sunday. So I didn't have the house by myself, so I couldn't film a video. Secondly, I actually didn't have any money to cash stuff. So I could have taken some money from my emergency fund, but I'd already done that to pay for something else, which you'll see when I do my check-in for last week and the week before as well. So I had no money to cash stuff. So my manager from my second job was away on holiday and she lost her phone. So it meant that we couldn't get paid until she got back. She did get back on the 26th. And she did say we were going to be paid on the 26th, but she had to get a new phone and she's had to set things up and get verified with different things and all that kind of stuff. So haven't been paid yet, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, on Monday that we do get paid what we are owed as well. So that was a second reason. And then lastly, I actually realised last week I thought was the last week of March. So I was ready to finish my annual challenge, do my reallocate, do my binder count up and cash condense. So as I was actually already a week ahead, because obviously today is Sunday the 30th of March and today's the last Sunday of March. So it all kind of worked out just at the right time. My mum was home, had no money to cash stuff anyway, and I was already a week ahead, so I didn't actually need to cash stuff. But I am back today to do another video. It feels good to be back. I actually missed doing my cash stuffing. So I'm going to do a check-in for last week and the week before, do my cash stuff, and then reallocate my annual challenge as well. In a separate video, I will do my binder count up and cash condense. I think I'll have to do that maybe another day because I need to get some £20 notes. I don't have many of those. The cash machines just seem to be giving me £10 rather than 20s. So yeah, I'll try and get that done at some point as well. So we're just going to go through the check-in. So it is a little bit messy on here from all the writing that's on here. So we left off on the Sunday. So the Sunday was a no spend day. The Monday, I actually went shopping in the morning, so we didn't find out until the evening that I wasn't going to be paid. So I went shopping in the morning and got Casper a bulk buy of lots of his bits. That came to £20.60. So I just kind of cash flowed that because obviously I weren't going to get paid in the evening. And then the Tuesday was a no spend day. Wednesday I was hoping was going to be a no spend day, but I saw that Disney were touring with the Sound of Magic orchestra show thing, and it was coming into Manchester in Feb 2026. So I messaged my friend that I went to Disney 100 with in London, and she said yes, she would love to go to it. So because the tickets were selling out really fast, I bought the tickets originally and she's going to pay me back for her ticket. So it did come to 124, but my half was 62. So I think I've only included that in the end total here because at some point she will give me the £62 back as well. So that's exciting, but that's not till Feb 2026. Then on Thursday, I went and did my weekly shop in the morning. That came to £23.48. Oh, I think I forgot to mention Casper's bits came to £20.60. So that was £23.48. And then in the evening, I also bought a purse, which was £9.98. And then in the evening, me and my mum went to watch Romeo and Juliet by the Royal Opera and Ballet. So it's a live ballet performance which is streamed from London and they show them in cinemas around the country. It's the fourth one that we've been to see. I wouldn't say it was one of my favourites. It was very different than the ones that we've seen before. It kept cutting to darkness and then the orchestra and then back to the ballet, and yeah, it's not done it before on the other ballets that we've watched. I have to say Cinderella has been, out of all four that we've seen, has been my favourite, and it's probably the only one I would go and watch in person in London. But yeah, it was good to go and watch it and to see it. And I did spend some money while I was there, so I spent £10.62. So that was on a small popcorn and a small Coke because they are 3-hour performances. So yeah, needed that. So that came to £44.08 on the Thursday. The tickets we had already bought in February as well for Romeo and Juliet, so we didn't need to pay for the tickets that day, which was good. Friday was a no spend day. Saturday was a no spend day. So this Saturday I was actually meant to be in work. I'm normally at work every Saturday, but the girl that I do the double treatments with at my head spa job, my second job, she was actually off sick, so it meant that the double clients had to be cancelled. So luckily I was only meant to be in a half day anyway, doing the morning, so not too many clients had to be cancelled, but it did mean that I wasn't working, so I wasn't earning any money. And yeah, that's it kind of made me realise that when the week before I'd actually decided to just stick with the hours that I'm doing at the moment, because I mentioned in my last video I was deciding whether or not to do more hours at my head spa job, but I actually did. My dad always told me, like, always do like a pros and cons list. So I actually did it a few days before, well, a few days, like maybe a week before or so, and I did like a pros and cons list of everything and just wrote it all down. And one of the cons actually was, which actually made me decide to just keep my hours as they are at the moment, is because I'm relying on someone else to be well, to work, to earn money, rather than just myself. So yeah, so it kind of made me realise that a pros and cons list is definitely worth doing for the majority of things. So yeah, so that was ended up being, I wasn't in work, and that was a no spend day. Sunday was a no spend day. So altogether that week I spent £126.68. That's not including the 62 for my friend's ticket, because she's paid me back at some point. Then we moved on to the Monday. So the Monday I did my Tesco shop. That was £20.15. Again, I just cash flowed that because we weren't getting paid originally until the 26th. Then I also had to buy a weekly bus ticket. That came to £20, so it's £40.15 on the Monday. Tuesday it was a no spend day. Wednesday was a no spend day. So on the 26th I was going to be meeting up with my friend in the evening to go for some food and a catch up, but she was actually unwell as well. So there's definitely, I think, something going around at the moment, because the girl that I work with was off sick on the Saturday, my friend wasn't well on the Wednesday, and the boy hasn't been well the past few days around that time as well. So yeah, definitely something going around, so I'm trying not to catch it. So yeah, Wednesday was a no spend day. Thursday was a really long day at work, so I got Greggs £6.15. that was like a breakfast and a sandwich. And then because I was working until quite late in the evening, I didn't get home till I think it was like 9:30 at night on the Thursday. I just ended up getting a McDonald's, even though I'm meant to be on a takeaway ban. I thought I'd done really well, but yeah, I just didn't have anything in that was just really quick, really easy to do, and I was so tired. So that came to £14.30. So that came to £20.45. Friday was going to be a no spend day, but then I saw that they had this big jackpot thing on the Euro Million, so I thought I might as well put a ticket on. That was £5. So I just £5 spent on Friday. And then Saturday, which was yesterday, I spent £6.15 at Greggs. Again, it was just a breakfast and a sandwich. And then £1.25, I just went to the shop next door and got a packet of Pringles. I did notice it's the first time that I've actually been into that shop, and they have so many different Lay's flavours. So yeah, I might try see what they're like and try those over the summer. So that came to £7.40. And then we're on today, which is Sunday. So at the moment I've spent £73. Today is Mother's Day. So I did say I was going to treat my mum to a Nando's. So yeah, so I don't know how much that's going to come to. I'm guessing around about £25-30. Nando's is quite expensive, so yeah, so I'll add that onto there as well. And then that takes us to Monday, tomorrow. So I am at work tomorrow, and hopefully I get paid, because I need to pay for my rent and things on the 1st. So yeah, really hoping that I get paid tomorrow as well. So yeah, that was how my the last 2 weeks looked. So there has been a few changes as well in the last, is it week or 2 weeks since I filmed? The last week. Yeah, there's been some changes. So first of all, you'll notice that the emergency fund placeholder has gone, because I used that money that I mentioned to pay for the Disney tickets. So it's at 900 at the moment, and I've just, when I get paid, hopefully I can put 100 in there and get that back up to 1,000. So that's the first thing. Second thing is my challenge in here. So, first of all, I'll mention my April budget. So my April budget is kind of staying the same, but my May budget will change because of obviously the bill, all the increases of things like that. So April, I'm just trying to stay the same in cash flow. The one change that I know has happened for April already is my Disney Plus subscription. So when I got my new iPhone, I saved £10 on my contract. So at the end of the first cash stuffing of the month, I was cash stuffing £15, which was kind of leftover money. But I'm now being charged £4.99 for Disney Plus, which is included in my Vodafone bill because I originally got the free subscription through them. So yeah, that's £4.99. So it means that instead of saving £10 on that phone, I'm now saving £5 because I've now got Disney Plus. I wasn't going to keep on with Disney Plus. I was going to cancel it, but the reason I've got it is to watch Frozen the musical, which at some point this year is going to be on Disney Plus. So yeah, until that's been shown, then I will keep that subscription going. So yeah, so it means that at the end of the first cash stuffing of the new month, instead of having £15, if you go back and watch like the first video in March, you'll see that I have £15 at the end to put anywhere I want. Now I'm only going to have £10, and that £10, I have a place for it to go, and that is going to go into this £10 challenge. So this originally had £50 in, and this was going to be the start of the 150 envelope challenge, but I wasn't really putting money in here. There was nothing to motivate me to put it in, and yeah, it just kind of got forgotten. So I was doing a really big clean out of all my cash stuffing bits. I want to use as much everything that I've bought. I don't want to feel like I've wasted money on buying things that I'm not going to use. So gradually I'm going to start introducing things and getting things used up and finished. So the first thing that's taken up quite a lot of space are these money tins. So I've got I had the £5 one, and then I've got the £10, the £20 and the £50 ones, and I've also got the OG Cashbook Cute challenges, savings challenges to match. I did the £5 one last year, and I managed to save £600 in £5 notes. So I thought a good way to use up the challenge and the money tin is to put it in here and to start doing this £10 challenge. So I'm going to do it in the same way as I did my £5 challenge. I'm going to complete it 3 times. So it's going to save 1,200 in total. And the £10 notes are going to go into my money tin, £10 money tin here. So yeah, and then once that's completed, I'll move on to just swap it out for the £20. That will save 2,400. Once that's completed, I'll swap it out and put the £50 in, and that's going to save 6,000. So yeah, looking forward to getting up to that one. But yeah, concentrating on the £10 one first, and it gives me some motivation to try and get this done to move on to the next one and the next one. And it means that this binder is not going to be full of cash and make it bulky, because it's already bulky enough as it is at the moment. So yeah, that would be a good addition, and it's actually motivating me more to put money in here because I can see how far I need to go to complete it. So the £50 that was in here has already gone into my £10 cash tin in here, and also I've marked it off on here, so these 5 10s been marked off on here as well. So that is one of the changes as well. And then lastly, my Help to Buy. So I did mention in my last video that I wanted to put 200 in here this month to get that up to 12,000. But at the moment, I don't think I'm going to have enough to put in here. I think I'm just going to have 100 to put in here this month. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 100 in before the 1st of April. And then before is it 5th or 6th when the new financial year starts, I'm going to put another 100 in, because I'll be paid before then to put the 100 in. So I'll still have the 12,000, but I won't be able to put it all in before the 1st of April. I'll probably just manage to put 100 in. I'm just waiting to see how much I'm going to get paid on Monday, tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully I managed to get everything that I need to do done, but I definitely know I don't think I'll have enough to put 200 in, but I'll definitely put 100. So yeah, I think that's all the changes and everything that I needed to go through. We've already started to kind of get the letters through of how much things are going up by, the council tax, the TV license. I didn't realise as well when I filmed that video talking about all the increases that passports were going to be increased as well. So if you've watched one of my videos, you'll know that I do need to get a new passport. So I think the price goes up on the 10th of April. So at some point before the 10th, I will need to get some pictures taken and get my passport renewed. So when I do my bind account up, I think I'm going to do it before I take the cash out that I'll need for my passport. So I think more than likely I will take the £50 from here, and then maybe just cash flow the rest of it, or I might try and find some money elsewhere in here. Just depends how much I've got in my account and what I need to take out and things like that as well. So yes, so I feel like at the moment there's a lot of things that I need to pay for. So yeah, I've got the takeaway tonight. Casper's at the Groomers on the 1st. She's put her prices up by £5, so that's £30. Got my passport that I definitely need to get done before the 10th, because otherwise that will go up. So yeah, I feel like I'm working a lot and there's lots of things that I need to, everything's costing money basically at the moment as well. So yeah. So next thing I'm going to move on to is my cash stuff. Oh, so next week I will do another video, but I do have something planned with my mum. So I'm going to try and get a video filmed in the morning and then get that up next Sunday. So let's move on to the cash stuff. So we've got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I was hoping to hit the 25,000 mark total this month, but I just don't know with everything that I'm paying for whether or not I'll be able to. But yeah, we'll see how close we can get. So £35 to cash stuff. So first thing I'm going to do is the £10 is going to go straight into the challenge. It is a little bit sticky, this one, because it has been up against the £20 ones, and this is before they got laminated. So I'm going to lean it on here so it doesn't transfer onto the vellum envelope. So yeah, this is, to me, something like this is more motivating. So having something that you can see where the money's going and seeing it increase and things like that. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, £60. So the first time I'm going to go across it one way, which will save 400, then the other way, which will save 600, and then colour it in. No, not 600, 800, and then colour it in, and then there'll be 1,200 in there. So yeah, excited to get that completed now and move on to the 20 and then the 50, which saves a whopping 6k. So I've got £10 note going in, so that is going in there, so £60 in there now. Next thing I'm going to move on to is the 5s. So definitely need to put £5 in here. We've got one more leprechaun. Let's get a nice 5. Oh, not many nice 5s in there. That's that one. So let's colour the last leprechaun in. So yeah, I can't believe we've got Monday and then, oh, I just need orange. Monday and then we're on Tuesday the 1st of April. So let's colour this in. Can you see? Yeah. Right. Last leprechaun. And then we're moving on to the Easter chicks. I'll just see how much they are. I think they were £5 still. Yeah, so that is March completed. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So £30. And then we've also got £30 there as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And yet the Easter chicks are £5. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25 in total for April we'll save. So yeah, really pleased with that. I'm just going to give that a waft to dry it. And then this is going to be the challenge that I reallocate once I've done my first cash stuff, well, this cash stuff. So just put that in there for now. So put that at the back. Oh gosh, knock me butter over. Right, next thing is moving on to right, so now we've got 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds to stuff. So where does this £5 need to go? So I'm going to put another 5 into friends and family, because as I say, you can never have enough money in friends and family if you're going straight. So yeah, so we've got £5 in there. That's done. Health and wellness, I think I'm going to put another 5 in as well. I think I mentioned that what I'm trying to do is use this envelope for, say, if I'm ever off sick or anything like that, and because I'm self-employed, I won't have any money coming in for like sickness pay, anything like that. So I'm hoping to try and build this up eventually to be at the point where if I need to be off sick, I can kind of take the money from here and have it as like a little bit of a wage once it gets to obviously a larger amount in there as well. So, but it's also going to pay for things in the meantime, like the dentist, opticians, all those things as well. So holidays, we've got £10 left. So I think I am going to put, just have a quick look. Special occasions, hasn't had any in a while, so I'm going to put £5 into holidays. And that is that. Is it the first day of summer today? Yeah, I think it's the first day of summer. With the clocks went, did the clocks go forward? Yeah, the clocks went forward an hour. So I think it's the first day of summer. I may be mistaken, but I think it is. So holidays has got 5. And then let's have a look. I think the last one is going to go into living expenses. So if you've watched my videos, it's a bit skewy. We've got 20, 40, 45, £50 in here now. So if you've watched my videos, you'll know that this living expenses is going to be kind of a, well, I would like it to be something like a month ahead, to cover like anything unexpected, living expenses wise. So yeah, so that's got 50 in. So that is the cash stuffing. And then next thing I'm going to move on to is, I feel like you can't see Mickey's feet. There you go. So next thing I'm going to move on to is my cash reallocation of the March challenge. So let's have a look. We've got 5, 10, 15, 20, I guess that's right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think what I'm going to do is I might actually change these 5s for 3 10s and put more of a chunk of money. Yeah, 10, 20, 30. Put more of a bit of a chunk of a money. So this should still have 120, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, yeah. So that's my 40th birthday holiday money. So that's got 120 in there at the moment. So yeah, so it just makes more sense if I use these 3 10s to kind of bulk up some of the other envelopes. So like I said, I'm going to put £10 into special occasions, because this hasn't had much love in a while. So I'll put and colour another Grinch in. Let's do the green. Oh, is that the right green? No. It's this one. Oh gosh. This green. That's better. A bright fluorescent green for the Grinch. just colour his Santa hat in as well. So when I do my first cash stuff of April, I will just quickly go through my budget again, and if there's again been any changes, and I will do my total saved for March as well, because I'll know on the 1st how much I'll have. So this should have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Perfect. So 60 pounds in there. And then we've got 20 in 2 tens left. So we'll just see where we can put these. I definitely need to get hold of some £20 notes. So that's special occasions. Oh, self-care, that could be one. Retirement. So that's going to have 200 a month going in from April. Personal expenses, I'm going to leave for now because I finished that challenge. Living expenses, no. Let's have a look. Investments, house, holidays, health and wellness, family and friends. I'm going to put 10 into bucket list. So that's got 10 going in. And that is, oh, how much were these? 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10. So these are £5 each. Can you see what I'm doing? Just about. I might roll the dice for the last one and just see where the last one should go. Or I could put it into my money tin. That's 1, 5 coloured. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 here. So hopefully this challenge will be finished quite soon as well. And this can go towards something bucket list. And that's done. Yeah. Right, so that will need some time to dry. So we've got £30, 20, 30. Just give this a good waff. So we've got £30 in the bucket list envelope as well. And then, yeah, I think we'll roll the dice for the last one. Oh, actually, it only goes up to 6. No, we won't roll the dice. We'll decide. So that is £30 now into bucket list. So that is that. Right, let's decide where this last 10 is going. I could even start, should I start April? Where's my yellow? Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, because then it means that I've got something to go in front, so it's not going to transfer onto this vellum envelope. The last 10, I think I'm actually going to start the April. Oh, should I do a baby yellow or a fluorescent yellow? I don't know if you can see. Can you see that colour? I don't think so. Let's try. Let's go fluorescent. Yeah, let's go brighter. Oh, so cute. So these are each £5 each, so I'm going to colour 2 of these. There we go. So that's first of our first 2 Easter chicks coloured in for April as well. So perfect. So we've got £10 going in there. Happy with that. So yeah, that is my cash stuffing done for today. Definitely good to be back filming a cash stuffing video. So I don't know whether, while I'm filming now, I mean, it may mean that the video's a bit longer, whether or not just to put my cash binder count up at the end of this. What are we on? 30 minutes. So actually, what I'll do is I will pop it onto another video, because 30 minutes is quite long and it's going to take me a while to upload this. So yeah, so I will do that in a separate video, I think. Or shall I just do it now? I don't have much to cash condense. No, I'll do it in another video. Okay, so I will see you again next Sunday for another video. So if you have enjoyed, please do like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, keep an eye out for my cash count up, binder count up and cash condense, which will be coming out soon as well. See you soon. Bye.